At that point, I was like probably like 480 pounds, and I never got out of the house unless it was like to walk to a bodega or corner store to grab a bottle of soda. I never played sports of like really any kind. Dropping and doing push-ups or running laps were not fun. Were not something I was very interested or excited for. It created a lot, like mentally, emotionally. I was depressed. I was in a very dark part of my life. I had just dropped out of school. I could barely even fit out my door. I was like, I had sleep apnea. I mean, I was on tons of medications for my own like health complications that came with. But then to the degree, like I had seizure epilepsy. Like I lost my mom. I had a point where I went like to drinking for a little bit, but I knew it wasn't who I was. I was like, all right, well, you got to start working for something. What am I going to work for? Losing 300 pounds for me was never an easy thing. And New Year's was always like that, that day or that time of year that came around. Like, it was like, all right, well, I'm going to finally do this. I'm going to finally do this. I just started creating better habits. You have to create, you have to fill the gap. You have to be able to fill something in there. I had to start cooking every day. If you want to be a healthier person, you have to start cooking every day. I started off with insanity workouts for 2 years before I was comfortable with going to the gym, and I did that every day. I found out about the Spartan 2012, I think. I got one of my buddies to do it with me, and I remember the car the ride there. It was like, man, I'm gonna be hooked, from like a perspective with my health, and like never being able to walk a city block, like for like good 4 years of my life, because I was just so gassed out. So like going like 12 miles and doing obstacles and running uphill and helping people throughout the race to go through. That was an awesome thing to think about. I go to so many of these races. Like I've traveled to 12 of them this year, and I'm like so much the hype guy. Like I was in Florida, and I'm like, you're not quitting. You're not. My wife hated me because I put so much into the Spartan races this year. I'm a married man, and I can't be doing this. I'll ruin my marriage. You want a challenge? Like this is absolutely perfect for you. Just challenge yourself every day. I always think, I've been there before. I always think like I'm not even, no matter where I go and like how great I get, how much I improve on like so many aspects of my training and through just the races and my experience. It's like there's so many people that are on that course for your first time who have so many, like, who they have a story like I have.